Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight, one of the best to ever do it.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing from Nashville, Tennessee, now fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, a super middleweight champion of the world, Sweet Hands, Caleb Plant. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
People are arguing about this in the street, in the pubs, in the bars, and this is why it gets giddy, it gets exciting. The anticipation, second to none.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? Beautiful counter shot. He just misses with that jab. That jab won't score. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on your face, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on it.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Well done with that counter shot. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That counter shot lands. And just as quickly as the action... Oh, wait a minute! Caleb Plant just got clipped. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got...
Oh my God, Johnny! Caleb Plant is hurt. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
What recovery skills they are. What?
Oh my God, Johnny! Terrence Crawford just got rocked. In that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Get your focus back.
Here we go for round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
They have got great ring IQ. Counterpunches are the best.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Nice counter shot. The charge action from both of these fighters. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twist.
change the entire complexion of this fight. That counter punch caught him clean. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about planting that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident.
Let's get it started in round 3. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Those counter punches have to hurt. Catch and shoot. Good counter punching. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter. Do you believe this? We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Swing and a miss with that jab. Good counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about planting that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
You're way back.
Great round. Now relax.
On to the 4th we go. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. He threw a punch and just got countered. Trying to land that jab. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
They exchange punches. A perfect counter lands. A perfect counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Swing and a miss with that. Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're on top.
Hold that thought. Crawford in trouble. And down goes Crawford. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
That's lights out right there.
talk about Crawford in that last round.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Calm yourself down.
Time for the 5th round. And there's the bell to start the round. Punch, counter punch. And this with that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice job blocking that right. How about that time counter shot? Down goes Caleb Plant. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
You've got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Let's talk about Plant in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be. We just saw it.
Get this block from back to down.
Let's start the 6th. There's a counter shot. When are we going to see a jab? We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin's standing up to that shot.
Shot from the...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You continue.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Plant in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You're being put down.
You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on.
Here we go. It's round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to...
I got to stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Crawford is dazed. Disaster averted.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Throws the jab, but does not score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more. Try some stick and move. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Can't land the jab there. Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about planting that. There's the bell to start round 8. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
God, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. And he scores with the counter. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come to me.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. And it's lights out. That will do it. What a knockout win. Wow, let's take another look at that.
I've got to see that again.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
What a